Good evening, I'm Sean Bain with the Cbc Sports. The Guardian Group Herman Griffith Primary School's cricket competition final takes place tomorrow between West Terrace and Bailey's at the Empire Ground in Bank Hall. Well, Cbc Sports travelled to both schools today and caught up with the teams. We travelled all the way to the east first to meet up with the Bailey's team, and Captain Daniel Joseph had this to say.
We feel confident that we can win it and bring the trophy back to St. Philip again.
Coach Andrew Best says that they have put in a lot of preparation.
We've had a lot of drills and we've talked to the fellas constantly, and we're getting them motivated and focused on doing their best for Bailey's so we can bring the championship back to St. Philip. We just focus on doing the basics well, and we have faith that we can achieve the victory. Principal Fred Cox believes that this is their year.
I think we have a very good team this year, well balanced. So I think that we have the capacity to go all the way this year.
From the east, we made our way to the west to catch up with West Terrace, and Coach Roderick Herman believes the last two games have given them some momentum.
The boys have been consistent in training based on the last two games. If there's anything to judge by, I think that they have left the best to the last, so I'm really looking forward to what will happen tomorrow.
Then we had a chat with the captain, Zion Brathwaite, and he believes that they have a good chance.
I feel confident that we can win, but we have to play at our best. And if we perform like the last two games, yeah, we will have a good chance.
He also issued a warning to Bailey's Primary.
We're coming. Best Tigers!
Good luck to both teams. Well, Harrington defeated the fire service by 1 run. But in the last night's Grantley Adams International Airport T20 final, this was at Rice's. Now, Harrington won the toss and elected to bat and reached 121 for a 6 in their 20 overs. Alcinda Holder top scored with 41. The fire service responded with 120 for 8 in their 20 overs. We get the ball rolling when fire services Lonsdale Blake bowls Harrington's Derek Bishop for 5, 23 for 1 the score. The very next ball, Blake bowls a lovely Yorker to remove Rashidi Boucher. It's now 23 for 2. Tournament run leader Jamal Smith adds to his tally with this drive that splits mid-wicket and long on. Big hitter Alcinda Holder joins the party, swatting this one through the leg side. He then backs it up with a massive 6 sailing over the pavilion. Smith then attempts a run that's a bit too risky and is brilliantly run out by Adrian Connell for 23. Is now 71 for 3. But Holder was still there and in a no-nonsense mood. Back over the bowler's head, the ball goes. Von Rigners joined Holder and followed the trend with a lovely straight 6. And if you have no idea what's going on, then let me help you. Carnage as Holder hits another 6. However, Talbert Brathwaite would put a stop to the fun. First he cat spraddles Nurse's stumps for 12. Then he had Holder caught at cover by Lonsdale Blake for 41. As Harrington finished on 121 for 6 in their 20 overs. In reply, the fire service were in hot pursuit of the target. Brathwaite whipped this one off his legs. However, his stay did not last too long as Derek Bishop had in leg before wicket for 8. It's 12 for 1 the score. Blake would be the second to depart when the score was on 29, when he goes for a big shot and is caught by the keeper right on the pitch. Veteran Goodwin's flat showed he still had something left in the tank when he claims the wicket of Connell for 15, who was caught at point by Dwayne Skeet, 37 for 3. Dale Brathwaite was then caught at long on off the bowling of Ulrich Baxen, 44 for 4. From 44 for 4 to 47 for 5. Lorando Best gives Jamal Smith an easy catch out long on off the bowling of Darnell Greenidge. Fire service veteran Brian Shepherd brought some steam to the innings, however, dispatching Greenidge for a 6 over a square leg. But Greenidge would get the last laugh as Shepherd is caught at point by Skeet. Greenidge would pick up his third when he bowled Anthony Boyne for 10 with a precise Yorker. And Greenidge proved to be Harrington's destructor, picking up his 4th wicket to allow Hariz Harrington to be the 2016 Gaia Tape Ball Tournament champions. Well, cricket is set to introduce sendings off for the first time next year. while the size of bats is to be limited. Umpires will be given the power to eject players from a game for serious disciplinary breaches, including threatening an umpire, physically assaulting another player, umpire, official or spectator, or any other act of violence on the field of play. Now, these are according to the proposed new law agreed at the World Cricket Committee's meeting that is in Mumbai. Well, the pair of Lani Cabrera and Michaela Treasure had an unproductive day in the pool for Barbados at the 13th IFNA Short Course Championships in Canada. Today was the highly competitive women's 100-meter freestyle with a field of over 130 athletes. Cabrera finished in 100th place in a time of 1 minute 0.69 seconds, while Treasure was ranked at 104 in 101.12 seconds. Alex Sobers finished down the pack in the men's 200-meter free in 149.69 to be 57th. The National Short Course Swimming Championships got started last evening here at the Aquatic Centre, and here's a look at some of the early action.
Things actually got started on day one with some of the young members of the synchronizing swimming team as part of the aquatic action in the BOA's 50th anniversary games on the eve of the Short Course Nationals. Full uniform, the girls, and full of smiles as well. Let's pick things up in the dying stages of the girls' 200 meters IM 8 and under. Pirates Heidi Baker in lane 4 looking good, but a late surge from Kenya Dean could be trouble, but Baker gets home in 3 minutes 13.01 seconds. Now the boys, the last lap of the race, which changed leaders several times, but Alpha's Matthew Clark would not be denied his victory. He's in lane number 4, getting home without a fuss in 3:31.33 in front of High Tide's Zachary Best. Let's make a splash in the pool in the 100 meters butterfly with the girls 9 to 10. Adia Dean was keen to take the lead, and once she got it, she never gave it away. The young Pirates got home in 1 minute 17.37 seconds and had 4 seconds to breathe before Gabrielle Hyson of Grenada came in next. The boys now into the drink we go, and Amari Seeley with the early lead, looking to do what Dean did in the previous race, taking a stingy lead, and he stormed away from the pack. No surprise that he got home first in 1 minute 17.59 seconds, actually a slower time than the girls' race, but he probably still had enough time to shower and take a meal before swimmer number 2 came home. That's some of the action from the young ones from day number 1.
In boxing now, Barbadian Charles Cox picked up a win on the opening night of the Caribbean Development Boxing Tournament. This was at the Xerox Dome in Maxwell.
This fight featured Daniel Hilton of Jamaica up against Shane Court of Aruba. He's in the blue. Now, this youth lightweight matchup wasn't one of the more exciting fights on the night, but the Jamaican did what he had to do to win the bout. Now, this fight featured Charles Cox from Barbados in the blue against St. Lucia's Marvin Anthony in the elite light heavyweight. And that one connects and stuns Marvin just a bit, but he's still in it. Then he manages to avoid a right cross from Cox, who wouldn't allow him any space whatsoever. At least not until he sent him to sleep. Cat Spraddle on the canvas to claim the win by knockout.
Well, the other Barbadian, Justin Edwards, lost his bout to Nathan Ferrari of St. Lucia. The action continues tonight. Well, that's a look at sports for tonight. Shane Jones returns with a look at the business news.